Hello and welcome back to Avowed. Last time we explored quite a lot of Gallowayne's tusks, and this time we've got to go and explore a little bit more. So I'm thinking we might start down there, make our way into this area that looked kind of self-contained, and then work our way up. Basically aiming to get the bottom third of this area explored before we head into Amalia's camp. I also get the feeling that Solace Keep might be like a late area thing to do just because of how far it's placed in, but it's obviously where the bounty board is, right? So I'm not entirely sure. There is the other argument that we ignore everything and we just we go this way, we mainline it to Solace Keep, which isn't a terrible idea. It would get us the bounty board and then we'd know where to go, but yeah, it's a little bit weird. We also need to speak to Marius at some point. Also, we have one ability point to spend, so let's find something. Wizard, we could upgrade this one. So this one deals double the damage and frost accumulation. Yeah, this is the bit I noticed about this previously. So, the main benefit for us is, one, it'll freeze more in front of us, but two, it will freeze them faster. We don't really care about the damage. The damage isn't our problem. We can deal huge damage. This deals enough damage to kill anything in the game. This means that we can stop enemies in front of us super quickly, and I think that's the plan. So, we're going to take that level 2. Level 3, I'm not interested in. We don't need to increase the duration, but level 2, definitely interested in that. Right, Marius wants to speak to us. Okay, how are we going to do that? I guess we could walk down here and speak to him, or we could just, well, let's walk down here and speak to him. I was going to say, or we could speak to him next time we find a camp, but we know there are only 3 camps in this area, so we might as well speak to him now. I can't speak to him outside of the camp, can I? I've tried this.
No guarantees we'll get through the
Yes, I have tried this.
Probably not well liked in Solace these days.
Okay. Head over here, and in we go. You.
Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat?
Wait a second, you knew where the garden was this whole time. Why didn't you say something earlier?
Fui tu meio, Envoy. I don't know. There's just so much.
You should have told me about the garden earlier, but you didn't. It's definitely fair, but I think we should say, you're really afraid of something out here. Maybe it would help if you talked about it.
Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy. I feel this fear inside. This heart pounding, can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarep shaman. And it never felt like this. It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine. And it's getting worse.
Why don't you want to go home? I mean, really?
It's more than just going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why. I've seen that island off the coast all my life, and I grew up hearing tales about the garden. But it always felt like a legend, like those old tales about the gods. No one has been there in centuries, as far as I know.
Do you know where the real entrance to the garden is?
I don't. They didn't really encourage us to go looking for it either. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers.
Well, we can track down these memories together if there's time.
Right. Well, thanks. I know it'll be easier if I don't go there alone. Anyway,
Let's go.
Not before
Right.
I've done some reading.
And let's head out here. So, Marius has a village to the north of Solace. So is that's all the way up here. Yeah, I think I want to go to Solace Keep first. I think going here is going to be more sensible because we'll get our bounty and we'll fill out our map with tasks to do. I think going here could be a good place to go on the way. If we go directly north to Amalia's camp, back down here and then up towards Solace Keep, I think that makes a level of sense to do. The only other option is to head out this way. Try going along the coast. But let's go directly north. Let's do a quest that takes us where we want to go. Also, I forgot how different this place looks in the daytime. It's actually really cool. I've said it before, that's one of the things that I really like about this game, is that the lighting in each area makes it seem so different from day to night, from area to area. It's also kind of vibrant. Like, even though this is mostly just a desert, right? It has its own feel. There are colors. There's things going on all over. There's this big volcano over here. It has a distinct feeling. And I think that's really good. Is it the most graphically beautiful game I've ever seen? No. But it is very thematically cool. And I like all the shading around things. It's got this kind of, like, I don't know, it's got just a really, I'm trying to say really unique, but I know that's not really something that you can say, because if it's unique, then it doesn't have some, you can't have levels of uniqueness. But it makes the game feel like its own thing, right? It has an art style where you can point to that and go, that's Avowed. If someone was to show you a screenshot of this game, you would know it, and it would stand out. I just think that's really cool. Anyway, enough about that. We're going to head over here now. Right, up here, we are going to check this area just because we've walked into its zone on the map. Not that there's anything there. And then we'll walk over here a little bit, see if there's anything going on in these rocks. Again, I'm not suspecting a ton is going on in these rocks, but it's worth having a little look. Like, I would think maybe there's something on top of there, although I don't hear any sound of anything. In fact, that doesn't look like that's climbable. Huh. Yeah, that just doesn't look climbable. Alright then. Well, I guess there's nothing there. And I don't hear any loot sounds, so let's go. Oh, it says these guys are hostile. Okay, this isn't Amalia's camp. Well, that's good to know. Hit it. Big ice hit. And fireball. And hit it. Oh, that's the wrong button. Would have worked fine anyway, but I was kind of looking to do this. This. There we go. Look how quickly that freezes. That's incredible. Alright, that's good to know.
Another win.
We're now going to have a bunch of these and a bunch of these. I don't know if these stay through saves. It doesn't really seem like they do, but maybe I'm wrong. Right. Hello.
Who goes there? Wait. Marius. If the dead don't walk. I lost that bet then. So you did find a way out.
Amalia, always a pleasure. Yeah, I found a way out, but here I am, right back here again.
You don't know how much that twists the knife. Here you are, back after your escape, while we're literally dying to get out. And you've brought in a dear and a friend. Who are you?
I've been sent by the tower to seek a parley with you.
Parley? Radut. First he refuses to let us leave the tasks, and now he sends you. I won't talk. Not with you. I don't trust your lot, Adirin. Don't think I'm not wise to you and yours.
What's wrong with Adir?
Go fuck yourself, that's what's wrong with Adir. And as long as these banners fly, as long as we hold our own, I have nothing to say to you.
Are you done yet?
I am. Now get out of here before it gets ugly.
Well. Oh, apparently the question about what if I take your banners was real? Okay. So I've got to go steal their banners. So how am I going to get... I guess I just got to go around the edges and just steal them. This doesn't seem that difficult. Oh, hello, little spider. And a little bit of ice. And fire. Nice. Sort of in range there. That works. Why would I want to extend the duration of that? That's incredibly long. For no real reason at all. Right, let's have ourselves some... I want grog. Did I use all my grog? No, right? No. Okay. And then I want a lightning. Then I want a lightning. Ow. Knock him over. Ah, there was some behind us. I see. Ice. Essence. Lightning. Thought I saw it saying I was being hit by something behind us. Need more grog. Right. Dodge. Hit it.
Well done.
Right. In here and... that should do some reasonable damage. Nice. Okay.
That's all of them.
Not the best fight in the world for us, but it worked. It's fine, I guess. Yeah, not the worst we've ever seen. Right. Grab that. I head over here. I'm expecting to see nothing. Yeah, these are areas we've already been to, I think. Back over here. No spider eggs in this area. Oh. Some of that, though. Alright. Further in here. How far away are these banners? Oh, one of them's well away. Okay. We've got to not kill the Warden outcast when we take the banners. That's the other thing. Alright. So that obviously is going to say stay out. There's a couple of guys there. I think there are areas that we can sneak through as well. Like this. I understand.
Keep quiet.
Whoa, okay. Hello. Hit him.
Next one's mine.
Right. Well, good to know that they'll do that. I see where it is. There's only 2 watching it current. Oh, 3 watching it from that side. What if I go from above?
We could probably sneak through here and just grab the banner.
Yeah, that was the plan. Where's the banner? Alright. Oh, they got something turning around down there. This is actually going to be a lot easier with the changes to stealth that they made. Because they made changes to stealth so that if you're further away, you'll get less progress towards being spotted. So if we just want to peek in, we're unlikely to get spotted. That's the banner there, so we kind of want to drop down and grab it. Like, that. There we go. We can come back later and loot it, but that's good. Right, second place we need to go. That's well over there. So we want to go directly west over this way. That's an interesting bit on the map. I guess that's saying it's a tunnel. I didn't notice it had these little markers on it. That's kind of cool. Are those on all the maps, or is that just on this map? Might just be on this map because it's a Solace map, and well, that'll be Marius's main area. I'm wondering whether like Marius is meant to have made the maps originally. That'd be interesting if that's the implication. I don't think it is though. necessarily, but it's definitely interesting that we've got these little markers on them. Or it's because this map has a lot of tunnels and they thought, you know what, we could probably use some markers around the tunnels so that you don't, well, get lost. Ooh, little camp up here. Hello. Ice. Fire. Freeze. Yeah, it lasts for a while. We leveled up! I do like how they literally don't get a move. They just immediately get frozen to death. There's a thing up here, apparently. Oh, it's below us. I see. Ah, no, it's there. Wonderful. Let's do a little quick save, and then we'll do a level up. Just wait for the save to finish. Save successful! I don't know what to level up. I already used the level up I was going to use. I guess I could level this up again. I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to use that very often anymore. Could level up our wands and our bouncing. That's definitely something we could think about. Trying to think what else we would want. Not really sure. I mean, we could take something from another section as well. Frost accumulation we don't really need. We already have huge amounts from what we just got there. I guess I could get this so that power attacks with wands explode, dealing reduced damage. Yeah. And then I can get more and more stun. And then I could bounce it. Yeah, I think this is probably the right path. We're kind of done with spells. Now we're on to wands. Right. Down this way. And blast him. And hit him. Nice. One down. Nice. That's a huge amount of stun. If that's the amount of stun we got from that. That's incredible. Let's do it again. That is a huge amount of stun. Ow. We are a little on fire. Does Grog fix that? Yes. Grog fixes everything. There we go. Lightning. Ice. Perfect. Well, okay. Ow, 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 ow. Back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. Yeah, this is why we took this. Just to try and keep him back. Blast it. Couple of those. Hold it still. Blast it some more. More essence. Lightning. Okay. Got it. Right. Little lice. Fire. Let's do a binding roots. And hit him. Big hit. Lightning. And hit him. Alright. Just as I was saying, I don't really use that ability very much. End up using it a lot there. Well, I was going to call them magic missiles, but that's not what they're called, but that is what they are. Right. Over here. Got some more of this. And some beetle shell stuff. And then... Ooh. What have we got? Ring of Major Deflection. And we got whatever's on you as well. Corroded key. Oh. A key for something, but I do not know what. Okay. Well, let's start with what that ring does. Ring of Major Deflection, 5% damage reduction. Rings can feature plain bands or jewels in settings. Magical rings may bestow a variety of special properties or defenses on the wearer. Their small size allows their enchantments to complement similar enchantments from other items and spells, and this versatility has made them popular among adventurers. Like, literally the most default... That could be for anything. That doesn't have to be for this. That's just a random, like, description. But damage reduction I don't think is incredibly useful when you don't have a lot of health, right? I would much rather take things that avoid us from taking damage or allow us to kill them quicker. If I was stacking health, then I'd be looking at this thinking that's great because we're kind of playing an attrition game. We're not playing an attrition game with things here. We're playing a burst game. It's a how quickly can we burst them versus how quickly can they burst us. So we definitely want to, yeah, we definitely want to stick with doing more damage. Who are these guys? Oh, also, new fast travel point.
Of all the stupid things our people ever did, Forja may strike us all down, but they'll keep carving that blasted thing forever.
Hello.
Gods, look at that hideous thing. And I was already having a bad hunt today. That just makes it worse. Another monument to Nandru. Just more proof Solis Keep doesn't know its own priorities. Maybe they'll learn once the sculptors die of hunger trying to finish it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you're unimpressed with the sculpture of Nandru. What's the story there?
Only a story of waste and foolishness. All that time and labor could be spent on better things. Councilman Kostya is right. What's the point of honoring Nandru when our people are dying? We should be feeding our people and gathering medicine for our sick. There's a time and place for creating frivolous monuments. This isn't one of them. No, it isn't. But Solace Keep makes a holy duty out of these old traditions. And so we keep on ignoring what we dwarves actually need.
Are we a fan of statues? I don't know. Probably not. We would probably love a statue to ourselves and would be in favor of it. A statue to someone else, though? No, that would seem wasteful. I don't blame you for being frustrated.
I hope not. It's not just me. Many of us are also upset by this obsession with the past. Forget it. What's the point of talking Pargrunen business with an outlander? At the end of the day, we still need to hunt. The keep needs whatever meat we can get.
Cool. Right, so we're now heading this way. Oh, there's some more guys here.
You want to ask for the banner nicely, that's on you.
Okay, so those are some defenders there. I see. So we're going to go around this way and avoid all of them. Ah, some Zarups. Well, that should hit him. Some ice. I do like just killing them before they even know we're there. Not via stealth, just via, like, artillery, essentially. Is there anything along here? This looks like an area that might have something. Nope. Just has a good view of the lava. Assuming it's not a way up here. No, it does not appear like there's a way up here. Well, in which case we have to walk all the way back, because, well, that's what we have to do. We could be stealthy here, and then stealthy up to the wall, and then jump up, I guess? Yeah, I'm gonna save, because I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's go.
Who's there?
No one?
Unseen, unheard.
Unseen, unheard. Unseen, unheard. Unseen, unheard.
It's the envoy.
Nope. Just keep saying it in the hopes that it works. It did not work. Right. Let's not try that then. Maybe if I had a higher jump height, that would work, because I would hit the edge and then I'd still be in stealth up the top. But I don't think I would. I think that's just a failed condition. It's a very odd looking rock. I think it's because that's the building on the other side of it, clipping through. I'm wondering whether it's deliberate. Maybe that's an exit to something. Right. So obviously we can't go left path. Well, that really only leaves us right path. Or straight through the middle path. I don't think those guys saw us. Alright.
Unseen, unheard.
So if I want to go up there, maybe drop down here. That actually works because I was in stealth at the start of the drop. That's insane. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay, so I want to go around the back. Like this? Does that work? Sort of? Yeah, definitely a sort of works. Yeah, that's how it was intended, I'm sure. So now I need to wait for this thing to turn around so I can walk up there. You're gonna turn around any second now, right? Oh, looks like they've lost something. They keep checking their pockets like they've lost their keys. Good job, Marius. Very stealthy. They even walked into Marius.
It's the envoy. You're coming from the rear.
What? What saw me? I actually don't know what saw me so quickly. I was sure that we were, like... We got into there with nothing seeing us. How did we get immediately spotted? That was so quick. That was so unbelievably quick. Right, I do want to check this side as well, just to check that there's no way up. While we're here. Yep. Alright. Cool. Definitely how it was intended for you to get into this keep. 100%. Just climb up the side.
Not much of a guard presence over here. Just saying.
I guess, again, if you had a higher jump height, then it might be intended, so maybe it wasn't so bad, because you can get things that enhance your jumping, so... Maybe it wasn't intended for somebody with base jump to do, but definitely intended for us to do. I'm too greedy for my own good. Right, where is it? It's in there? Okay. Just using this as an opportunity to examine the area. Right, and then up here. I like how it takes you out of stealth to then put you back in stealth. But it counts as stealth the entire time. It's a very odd looking animation. I understand what they're going for, but it is very odd looking. The thing I'm looking for is directly below or directly above? Must be above, right? It's not that thing. Oh, it's this thing.
They had to get the banner up there somehow. Let's keep looking.
Right, and then where does this go? Does this have an easy out? I guess we could go out that way. Or out here? Ah. This is our easy out. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I think we did the sort of intended route. Yeah, I guess it did mean for you to climb up here somehow. But, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if it was entirely intended, but... Yeah, oh, sorry, I meant you to climb up here somehow. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Let me just test something. Does it work if... No, obviously it's not gonna work if you... Do you have to climb here, maybe? Yeah, okay, so that is intended. That's like... That looks intended, and it works. So, like, this is an intended route, I think. And then you go up here. But, yeah, it doesn't look quite as clean as the other route we took. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, climbing up here isn't intended. I mean, you can do it, but I'm spamming the jump button to get there. But anyway, whatever. Right. Let's head back to the camp. So down this way and then to the east. Do a quick save as well. I'm assuming we won't be hostile to these people after this, so hopefully we can just explore these areas and get the loot. As I said before, we would probably get more XP if we just killed everything. But actually in this case we might get a better reward by not killing everything. So in a way this one I think is going to reward us for it, but we'll see. We'll see. I have no idea how this conversation's gonna go. She might go, the banners were symbolic, at which point we're screwed, but we'll see. Right. Over here, and...
What do you want?
I've got the banners.
Damn. The dream is over then. If we can't hold our banners, we've no hope of surviving the tasks. At least not like this. Still, if you got those, and we still have kith to tell the tale, then maybe you're not all bad. Maybe you can help. Let's talk inside.
Alright, let's talk inside.
This is no way to live.
Well, the people here don't seem entirely happy.
God, we can't go on like this.
My mushroom. And that. Just want to continue exploring wherever we can. I guess this is the back way in. What about up here? Again, we're just looking to see if there's any loot in here. Nothing in here. But I would guess that Amalia could probably speak to you from up there. As she can speak to you from the other side. Oh, I also see... 1, this. And 2, something glowing over here. Ah. Mine and... Oh, I don't have the outcast chest key. Oh. Okay. Then up the top here. Wonder if I probably would have got the chest key if I killed them, right? So... I think it's unlikely that that's the reward. I think the reward's slightly from the first guy we saw. But, anyway. Unless they're unique, as in you can only have either the chest key or the one from the other guy. But we'll see. Hello.
Alright, I'll begin by thanking you. My wardens still live and breathe. I don't take that for granted.
Think nothing of it.
I honor what you've done. But I'll move on to the topic at hand. Now, let's get to business. I'll be blunt. I don't know how my wardens and I can reconcile with Redout or with the Keep. We spilled blood when we tried to leave Envoy, and we've spilled more hoping to hurt them enough to change their minds. Never mind our reasons for marching on the gate. That's not something that's forgiven.
Redout wouldn't have sent me if there were no way out.
No. No, I suppose he wouldn't. Just... I don't see how this resolves well. They'll never let us leave. Even if they forgive us, the evils that drove my wardens to the gates won't go away. I don't see how we're not fucked.
Well, let's talk about those problems. What exactly were they?
There's no food. The land itself is hostile, making life in the tower unbearable. Maybe it'd be easier if we had trade, but the Council refuses that. And even if they allowed it, our existence in the Keep is against our nature as Pargrunen. We're meant to roam. Nandru's oath forbids that, though. We're only born to die here as we watch over the garden. No one escapes. Not anymore, anyway. There were expeditions out, in the past. My father led one before I was born. Died on a hill I'll never see.
If your father died outside the Tusks, don't you have a duty to finish what he could not?
You mean How did I not? All this time,
You're free to go now, Amalia. Enjoy it.
Yes. Yes, I'll talk to my wardens. We'll ready our departure. Our leave won't be granted immediately, but that is a winning argument.
Happy for you, Amalia. Enjoy the freedom.
Take this. It'll open up the chest just to your right. I want you to have what's in there. Thank you, Envoy. I'll take it from here.
A sprout. The hair leaves the burrow. A shift in the earthen plate. Free to wander.
That's a little ominous.
Thinking. I'm starting to see why the Emperor made you his envoy.
Wait, you're only now starting to see that? You were doubting it until now? That's, thanks for the confidence. Also, it seemed like a really simple solution. It was like, hey, you have a duty, and your duty would allow you to leave. Why don't you use that? And she's like, why didn't I think of that? Alright, Berserker Scale. 25% damage and 50% critical hit damage when below 30% maximum HP, plus 5% critical hit chance. Berserkers are barbarians that give themselves over entirely to their rage, losing themselves in their frenzy. They become oblivious to their own well-being, their rage affecting both friend and foe. While many are haunted by their own anger and the damage it causes to those around them, there are some solitary warriors that relish in the destruction they wreak on the world around them. This armor embodies the destructive promise that Berserker brings to the battlefield, their strength only increasing as they grow closer to death. Truly, the best way to deal for a Berserker in the midst of a rage is to run away as fast as possible. I'm trying to think of when I would use this. I guess I would use this if I had a build that had, like, lifesteal in it, or some other mechanic that's similar. So, you know, the more damage you do, the more health you recover. And you would basically use it as a way to make it so that when you hit low HP, you would immediately do a crit for 50% critical hit damage and heal back up to full. That kind of thing, I think, is where this would shine. Obviously, you need to have, like, a good HP base so you don't just get blasted out from that, but yeah, I think that's where that would shine. Cool. I guess I gotta go and speak to Radut. Although I kind of want to progress to the next fast travel point first. Yeah, let's head north towards Solace Keep and then see if we can get to that fast travel point. I don't know where it is, but there's gonna be one on the way. Because that way we don't have to walk back there and then walk back over here. So do I just follow this path? I think so? Yeah? I just follow the path? This should be fine. We're not exploring every nook and cranny right now, we're just following the path. Okay, there are some dead people here. That's not a good sign, usually. I don't know if the people who killed these people are going to kill us, though. I think they're long gone. I say with no real confidence. I think they must have come from that cave, which has a lot of loot in it. Alright, is this the way to Solace Keep? Yeah, it is turning as well here. So I'm just looking for a fast travel point. I'm not too interested in the areas in between yet. That's a Zarup camp, by the looks of it. Is that you, Marius, making that noise? You gotta clear your throat.
Unseen, unheard.
Let's see what you got. Raw. Take it down. One for you.
Thought that might work. Was trying to think of the cleanest way to do it, and I thought taunt into frozen solid seemed pretty solid as a way to deal with that problem. Shallow step. Alright. Still have not found a fast travel point. I'm assuming that we're actually going to hit a party camp before we find a fast travel point at this rate, but we'll see. Stay on the path. Stay on the path. Avoid going over there, though. We don't want to go over there yet. Stay on the path, and there's a party camp. As I said, we're going to find one of those before we find a fast travel point. Right. And we got here. Right. Now we can fast travel over here. Which means that we can hand in the quest and then come back to the party camp. And then we'll go north to Solace Keep because we want to get all of the bounties before we do the exploration, because it will give us a rough idea about where we're going. So, there we have it.
I might have something for you, Envoy.
We've already spoken to that guy. Hello.
Welcome back to the tower, Envoy.
I met Amalia. We've come to an agreement.
I'm all ears, Envoy.
She's leaving with her wardens to fulfill her father's duty.
Her father? That would get her out. Forgive me, Envoy. No one's left the keep in... I don't know how long, and... I never thought of this.
No one's left in centuries. How many have wanted to?
how many have died wanting to. Please, I'd like a moment alone now, if that's all right. We'll let them out when they're ready. It's just a lot to reckon with. It's so strange to even think about this as a possible option.
I wonder if this will open the gate for others, so to speak.
Maybe. Arius wants to talk about it, which is also interesting.
I might have something for you, Envoy.
You don't. Right. So now we've done that, we can fast travel up there. But I think this is a good point. Oh, this is a good point to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.